Hi, this is Billie Beene here with a flash world news update. Today's date, October 1, 2024, time in Texas, about 3 p.m. Israel is under attack and the U.S. military will respond. So let's get to it. About 5 a.m. this morning, Israel closed its airspace for a certain length of time, and then attacks began on Israel from Iran and Iraq about 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to be giving the events that happened and using Eastern Standard Time, and the time in Israel and the Middle East is 7 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So this morning at Eastern Standard Time and the U.S. East Coast, about 8 or 9 o'clock, Iran and Iraq began an attack on Israel. They initially began with 500 drones and advised the U.S. and the UN that they were beginning their attack. The drones would take 9 hours to go from Iran to Israel. That's to be followed with cruise missiles that take 2 hours, and then ballistic missiles, which take 12 minutes. Israel this morning was discussing a preemptive strike on Iran. It appears that the U.S. military may be making the preemptive strike this afternoon. So at noon, the U.S. Embassy in Israel ordered their diplomats and families to shelter in place. Then, this morning, Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel tried to get in contact with President Putin of Russia, and this will be the standoff between nations, Israel, the U.S., UK versus Iran, Russia, China, Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, plus. So that's going on. So Benjamin Netanyahu then about noon tried to speak with President Putin. It's understood that he did speak with President Putin. President Putin's message to Israel was for Israel to withdraw from southern Lebanon immediately. Prior to this attack on Israel by Iran and Iraq yesterday, Israel had been engaged in ground invasion of southern Lebanon. So that's what preempted the attack today. Then about 1 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, in Israel and the Middle East, that would have been about 8 o'clock at night, the U.S. is sending 3 additional squadrons to Israel of F-15Es, F-16s, A-10s. 1 U.S. squadron is already on the ground in Israel. And Israel currently at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time had all of its refuelers and fighter jets in the air. Iran says they have launched tens of missiles at Israel. Then about 1:15 Eastern Standard Time, Iran had fired 100 missiles toward Israel. Ballistic and reports inside Israel about 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. Ballistic missiles were had been fired and were falling all over Israel. And Hal Turner confirms missiles had been fired by Iran over Jordan. And the hits also included Tel Aviv. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, JB to the U.S. military to begin firing to shoot down the Iranian missiles. Then, about 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in Israel, Ben Gurion Airport is closed. Gold is up to $26.84. Oil is up 4%. And it's coming out that a gas platform of Israel's off of the coast of Ashkelon has been destroyed by Iran. And from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, they report that Iran has destroyed 2 Israeli bases, and they were destroyed by missiles from Iran that were hypersonic. Now we have this. Iran has hit the Israeli Netazem base and destroyed it. Iran had fired 70 missiles at the base. Iran reports they have destroyed Israeli 20 F-35 planes and many tanks, and this destruction of Israeli F-35s and tanks has been confirmed. At 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, JB orders the U.S. military to begin hitting inside Iran and to hit the nuclear sites of Iran. So it's good to pray for world peace. I love you, and I'll see you soon.